Have you ever sat in a circle of friends, laughing with them, nodding at their stories, showing up whenever they needed you, yet deep inside, you wondered, do they even see me? It's a strange kind of loneliness, isn't it? To be surrounded by people but still feel invisible. To be part of conversations where your words don't carry weight. You listen, you agree, you give your time and presence. But when it's finally your turn to speak, it feels like no one really hears you. You're not alone in that feeling. Many people in the world, maybe even someone watching this right now, have lived this silent struggle. And the truth is, sometimes the pain of being ignored by the people you thought were your friends hurts more than being completely alone. Because at least when you're alone, you expect the silence. But when you're in a group and still feel unseen, it cuts deeper. But here's the good news. This doesn't define your worth. The way others treat you doesn't determine your value. And just because a group of people fails to recognize your voice doesn't mean your voice isn't powerful. So why do we often feel invisible in friendships? Let's be honest, not every circle of friends is healthy. Some groups form out of convenience, not genuine connection. Maybe it's classmates, co-workers, or neighbors. You're included because of proximity, not because they truly cherish you. Other times, people unconsciously put themselves at the center of attention. They dominate conversations, dismiss ideas that don't match theirs, and only look for agreement rather than genuine dialogue. If you're a naturally kind, quiet, or understanding person, you might end up being treated as the listener of the group. Someone who is there to nod, smile, and say yes, but rarely someone they turn to for wisdom. And then there are deeper reasons too. Some people struggle to recognize the value of others because they're too focused on themselves. Some groups prefer comfort over truth, so anyone who challenges their thinking is shut out. And sometimes, it's simply immaturity. They don't yet know how to appreciate different voices. But here's what's important. None of these reasons make you less valuable. They only reveal the limitations of the people you're around. Think about it. A diamond placed in front of someone who doesn't recognize its worth will look like just another stone. But to the right person, that same diamond is priceless. Your value doesn't change depending on who's looking at you. It's always there, whether people see it or not. Now here's the danger. When you feel invisible for too long, you start shrinking yourself. You start believing that your opinion doesn't matter. You stop speaking up. You stop sharing your heart. You begin to play small, thinking it's better to stay silent than to risk being ignored again. And slowly, without even realizing it, you lose pieces of yourself. But here's the truth. Shrinking yourself to fit into a group will never give you the belonging you're craving. Real belonging isn't about fitting in. It's about being accepted as you are. Think of it this way. If you have to dim your light just so others aren't uncomfortable, then you're in the wrong circle. Because real friends don't compete with your brightness. They celebrate it. Real friends don't just want you around when you agree. They value your honesty, even when it challenges them. When you silence your voice, you deny the world the wisdom, kindness, and perspective only you can bring. Your experiences, your thoughts, your heart. They're unique. And if one group can't see that, it doesn't mean no one ever will. It simply means you're planting seeds in the wrong soil. Here's the shift you need to remember. Your worth doesn't come from the approval of your circle. Your worth comes from who you are and who you're becoming. Think about the people in history who changed the world. Many of them were dismissed, ignored, even laughed at by the circles around them. Writers, inventors, leaders, visionaries, they all faced moments where their voice didn't matter to the people closest to them. But they didn't let that stop them. Instead, they realized the right audience will always come at the right time. You don't need to beg to be seen. You don't need to force people to value you. The right people will naturally recognize your worth. They'll lean in when you speak. They'll respect your silence. They'll celebrate your victories and cry with you in your struggles. Until then, don't let temporary blindness from others make you forget your own brilliance. You are not invisible. You are simply in the wrong room. and the world is bigger than that one circle. So what do you do when you feel invisible? You start by recognizing that not every circle is meant for you. Some people are just chapters in your story, not the whole book. And that's okay. The right circle will make you feel safe, seen, and supported. They won't always agree with you, but they'll respect your perspective. They won't silence you. They'll invite you to speak. They won't use you only for what you give. They'll love you for who you are. Here's the beautiful thing. Once you stop begging for a seat at the wrong table, you free yourself to find a table where you truly belong. And trust me, that table exists. It may not be big. Sometimes your real circle is only 2 or 3 people, but those few will feel like family. Quality always matters more than quantity. 10 friends who don't see you are not worth the 1 friend who truly does. And if you haven't found that circle yet, don't lose hope. Keep being authentic. Keep shining. Because when you're true to yourself, you attract the right people. You don't need to chase them. They'll find you. So let me leave you with this. If you've ever felt invisible in your own circle, don't let it convince you that you don't matter. You do, more than you know. Your voice matters. Your heart matters. Your presence matters. And one day, you will look back and thank yourself for not dimming your light just to fit in. The people who ignored you today might realize your worth tomorrow. But by then, you'll already be surrounded by those who saw it all along. So hold on, keep speaking. Keep shining. Don't trade your authenticity for shallow acceptance. Because you were never meant to be invisible. You were meant to stand out. And the right circle, the one that celebrates the real you, is waiting.